Today we're going to do a gentle infant massage. You can do this for your babies at any age. So when they're comfortable, have them lay down on a flat surface. You can start just by going from head to toe, doing long strokes. I actually recommend having your babies face you, but just for the demo here, I'm going to have the baby face this way. So just starting from the top to the bottom, letting them know that they can expect some comforting touch. And then just some gentle squeezes starting from the shoulders, the abdomen and hips, and the legs and feet. Great. I'm going to start with just some tummy massage. So starting right around where the umbilical cord is. If the umbilical cord hasn't fallen off yet, just go above it or around. And you're going in a clockwise direction, putting a little bit of pressure. So not just rubbing the skin, but actually pressing down and giving a little bit of pressure to be able to move. And this is really helpful for gas. And a really popular massage is doing the I love you, the I L, and the U going in the opposite direction. And once you've done that for a little bit, we'll just start with a little bit of bicycle kicks. So probably familiar with this already, but bending and straightening one leg at a time. And babies are really good at contracting, but not so good at extension. So you really want to be able to help them extend through the knee and give them that nice hip stretch and knee stretch. And then you can bring their knees all the way in and stretch, in and stretch. And after a couple like this, you can even do toes to nose, knees into chest, depending on how baby's doing and how baby's responding. You can also bring their knees close into their belly button and make small circles so that you're giving a little bit more movement in the hips and abdomen. Great. And then we'll just do the arms. So hugging the arms in like they're giving themselves a big hug and stretch. A big hug and stretch. A big hug and stretch, stretch, stretch. And then we'll do opposite arm, opposite leg. Touch and stretch. Touch and stretch. And the other way. And this opposite arm, opposite leg is really great for hand-foot coordination for when they start to learn how to crawl. And once you've done that, we'll start the massage portion. So the massage portion I do recommend doing with them either totally naked or just in their diaper, because then you can get into, their whole body and skin. So starting with one leg, you're going to start by moving away from the heart in circular motion. So you hold the leg steady and you can use your thumb and index finger and just make small circles inside that little baby thigh and baby calf and knee, going all the way. And then you can also switch and go inward as you pull towards the foot. So like that. We'll do the other leg. So starting going inward. And of course, this is a lot easier if your baby's facing you. And outward. Great. And if you need to put a gentle hand to help stabilize them, you can. And now we'll move on to the feet. Start by just stroking their feet all the way up from the heel to the toe. You might see their toes, curl and flare. And in particular, if you press on the heel, their toes will flare. If you press on the ball of the foot, their toes will crunch in. And then you can do a little toe pull, just like this little piggy went to the market. And we'll go to the other foot, starting with gentle strokes up, and then doing a press on the heel, a press on the ball of the foot, and this little piggy. And then we'll move on to the arms. Same thing here, moving first away from the heart, and then going out in rotation, and going in rotation. And for their palms, this baby doll doesn't have open palms, but you can press right in the center of their palm and give them a little squeeze, and they'll usually grab onto your thumb. We'll do the other hand, going out and in. Small, gentle, circular motions. And again, pressing the palm. And now we'll go towards the heart. So starting with the leg, going in a circular motion, supporting the ankle, and then the other leg. Again, supporting the ankle, one hand. And you can go both in and out. And the other hand out and in. All right, now we're gonna do a little bit on their neck, their face and jaw. So first, you're gonna bring your hands. I'm gonna have this baby sit up so I can show you. Use your thumbs or index fingers to the center of their eyebrows, and then gently going over the eyebrows to the temples, and tiny pressure there. You can do this a few times. And then you can also find their jaw, which is right around here, and do a little circular massage here to help with any jaw tightness, especially since they're doing a lot of feeds. And eating is hard work for a baby. The other side as well. And then we're gonna set them up to do a little bit of tummy time and movement. So first we're gonna practice their standing reflex. We're gonna hold baby up and just have them put pressure on their feet, and you'll see that they sort of like press back up. So giving them a little bit of heel pressure. And then we're gonna set them down for tummy time. So when you set them down for tummy time like this is very hard for them because they're sort of like face planted down. So I actually recommend using either a rolled up towel or any sort of rolly, cushiony object that you can find, and have baby like this. So they're sort of like leaning on top of something, which gives them a little bit more room to maneuver. And their hands are out like this. And here you can rub their back. So just starting with big strokes all the way up and down. And then you can go into more specific, just like light pressure on either side of their spine, going all the way down. You can go into their shoulders, depending on how well they're tolerating tummy time. And I always recommend, actually, if you are going to do tummy time, is to come down to their level. And ideally, baby is facing you and you're facing them and talking to them. So that way you're able to get them maybe to hang out there a little bit longer, as well as entertain them a little bit while they are in tummy time. And I think this applies even for when kids are toddlers, anytime they're shorter than you, to get down to their level to be able to have a conversation usually means that it may go a little bit more smoothly. And then when you're done, you can also have them lay back down. And if you have, I don't have a little cloth with me around, but I'm just going to use, imagine that this is like a little scarf or handkerchief or swaddle, and you can do a little bit of like peekaboo, and you can hold it above. You can do eye tracking, so you go all the way from one side to the other. This is a little bit more interactive than massage, of course. And you can also have them sort of, you might see that they reach for it, and you can sort of help them like pull and grab as they go side to side. All right, that's a pretty quick overview of infant massage. Feel free to do it for as long or short of a period as you like. And I think if you do it, the more you do it, the more baby gets adjusted to it. So you might notice that after doing it for a, you know, for some time, a couple days in a row, that they start to know when massage time is and start to immediately relax when they're in that same environment. If you're using like an essential oil or anything else to like help, like a scent to help them get used to that, I highly recommend sort of a very lightly scented, a couple drops of lavender oil in your regular baby oil. You can also use olive oil or coconut oil, or a baby safe lotion. Thank you.